The war, I think.
The Russian invasion in Ukraine.
The war in Ukraine.
Hurting civilians.
The soldiers misuse their power.
I think genocide.
Oh, many.
Death, a lot of economy issues.
I think the mental aspect is the biggest thing, because a broken down building, you can just build it up with new bricks.
Focus on military targets.
Not attack civilians.
Not to, again, hurt innocent civilians.
Try to show the human side of being a soldier.
You can refer to the UN Human Rights Charter, for example.
Rules of war imposed by the ruler on soldiers and warriors.
Never fight the enemy until they start. Do not kill those who escape and flee. Do not attack the wounded. Avoid mutilation. Do not enter their houses. Do not attack women. And do not insult anybody.
Whenever you reach the headquarters of the enemy forces, do not break veils. Do not enter houses. Do not take any of their properties.
Even if they insult your honor and your righteous people.
Do not cheat, do not mutilate, do not kill children, women and elderly.
Do not cut down or burn fruit trees. Do not destroy a house. Do not slaughter sheep and cattle and livestock except for food.
Do not attack farmers. Do not take their children captive. Do not beat the wounded. Do not chase the fugitives. And whoever goes home closes the door is safe.
Do not fight anyone except those who are fighting you. Do not cut down a tree unless you have to. Do not kill the monks. Do not kill merchants, envoys and captives. Do not spread poison in enemy's territory.
Well, maybe World War II, I guess.
It's at least a couple 100 years old, but it might not be.
Between First and Second World War?
I don't think it's the United States.
Perhaps France.
Maybe it's from the Bible, I have no idea.
I guess France?
That's maybe US.
I don't know, maybe Europe? Fair, kind of.
You need to be human. You need to be empathic towards people.
I imagine that this is a fairly educated individual, that they have thought long and deep or perhaps studied the consequences of war.
He needs to be patient and he needs to be honest.
Still care about people.
Searching for peace instead of conflict. Humble.
But I find it difficult to imagine an individual.
These laws were made 1,400 years ago by Muhammad ibn Abdullah,
The Prophet of Islam.
And Ali ibn Abi Talib.
Who ruled for more than 4 years on the laws of war.
Not only was human life, property and reputation important to them, but also the rights of animals and plants were respected in war.
And this is completely different from what the media and terrorist groups have shown.
In one of the battles, Muhammad completely changed the path of his army.
Just because a dog was feeding his puppies. That's so cute.
If they would be respected, it would be a positive thing.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. I feel like there's a lot of prejudice towards people and nations.
he really cares about like civilians and animals and plants, and that is kind of rare, especially if you think about war today.
If you have a dispute with someone and you can solve it in in a way where your environment does not suffer as much, that would be the best way to go.
We often confuse what the media says and of the actions of terrorist groups with the whole group or a whole religious group or a whole country.
And it goes to show that there's way more than what people believe and the news portrays.